Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. All right. So I draw from many sources. First one, of course, is I want to say hello to all my friends out there who are Svengoolie fans. It came from Berwyn. Don't forget that. As much as possible, I live a life of non-aggression and reject putting myself under high pressure. That doesn't mean I don't know how to take the offensive and act. But one of my mantras is instead of stewing, I start doing. I innovate as much as I can. I continue to learn new information so I don't feel like I'm outmoded or outdated, incomplete. And I look forward to solving problems for which there's no precedent. I'm going to set the precedent. I used to say when I ran a yoga circle, I didn't look at other people's websites to see what they were doing. I felt that they look at me to see that I'm setting the industry norm. Why? Well, it sounds bold, right? Well, my male mentors taught me by questioning me, what's your brilliance? Who are you not to be brilliant? And what lie do you tell yourself to prevent your sacred self and your brilliance from showing up in your daily life? I accepted the fact that I'm flawed and I can still achieve. I learned to take pride in my own efforts on a daily basis. I always keep the big picture in sight and the benefits that come with that. I make my daily routine a groove instead of a rut. I set an effective daily order and I do what I set out to do. I learn from the people who are the models for me, how to develop skills and develop a kind of yogic training regimen that a champion would do. I've observed them, I imitate them, I repeat again and again, and I internalize that knowledge till it becomes embodied. I learned why and how to go the extra mile. Any setbacks I experience are simply temporary, and they're learning experiences for me. Now, it's really important to recognize things have their own place. There's no need for them to be commanded by some higher or greater power. Reality itself is enough. I don't have to have highfalutin ideas, concoct fantastic schemes, what I call transcendental, fictitious worlds of make-believe. It's as if I veer back and forth between one world which is glorious, uplifted, fantastic. That's the one I want to be in, the promised land. And then the mundane aspect of life, jobs, work, marriage, dealing with money, relatives, cultural heritage, institutionalized racism. It has to do with failing to adjust the perspective from a cosmic vision down to a single household. There's so much trouble going on in the world. I can't pretend that everything is fine. And even when I give it a good spin, in my heart I know there's other things that are grinding deep in the background. And yet I don't feel stuck in it, although I feel the wheel and woe. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. And yet at the same time, we're here to help out. In the Jewish tradition, they call it tikkun olam, the healing and reparation of the broken heart of the world. And although the task seems humongous, enormous, way beyond the capacity of one person, or even at this point, the collective effort to make the world a better place, yet the rabbis say, you don't have to finish the job. You can't do it anyway, in one lifetime. But neither are you free to abdicate and do what you can with the gifts that you've been given to contribute. And so, as Joseph Campbell says, say yes in the heart of darkness and joyfully participate in the sorrows of the world. So with that, my friends, let me remind you to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe to GabrielHalpern.com. Cherry pick everything on my website. It's all free. And tomorrow we'll have the next installment of the Good Vibrations yoga class. We're doing Bhakti. That's the last of the 4 of the quadrated order that we're working on. And then we'll be back again in September with new offerings every other Wednesday. So check out my itinerary on my website. And also, don't forget, every other Thursday, which means a week from this coming Thursday, will be the next Dharma talk for the Flourish group out in Ojai, California. Hope you join me somewhere. Have a great day, and keep love in your heart.